Just off camera.
Target.
Sure. Got the leash. Oh, what you're talking about, though?
Little target.
Straight ahead.
Seeing a hard return on something?
It could just be a fish.
Oh.
Can't tell yet. Are you talking about that one at 045 relative?
Yeah, looks like it's moving.
Yeah.
Maybe one touchdown on your. It's pretty flat here, so you can get a little closer.
You always know it's really flat and muddy when you start to see like individual fish on the sonar.
Yeah, yeah. Some of it could be little rocks that we're seeing along the way.
The cute little yellow pout.
So who's the video editor on the video team?
Tim Burbank used to do it, but I think he's transitioned a bit more towards the data engineering.
Oh yeah.
But they do have a new hire, Jonathan, who will be coming out on the NA124
Yep.
cruise.
What are we on now? 123?
122 still.
122, although we're doing some 123 stuff on it.
122.5.
But who aboard? Is that
What's that?
something you all you guys do, or like Marley the shutterbug? I see.
Marley's doing some video work. Well, other than the ROVs on the deck, but nobody on board is doing editing for OET. The highlights are cut back in.
You're hinting at someone to help with the time lapse, right, Dan?
Back in Rhode Island.
What's that?
You're hinting at someone to help with the time lapse editing.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering. I know Marley was taking video and
yeah, I mean,
stills.
Why have you got something? You want to do like a hyperlapse with the stills camera?
No, just curious.
Okay. Well, Marley's a good editor. I can edit. We've got the software if you need it.
About how far have we come since the last transect?
I'll have that for you in a moment. 140 meters.
Okay.
Would you like to start another one?
Soon. We would actually like to sample one or two of these urchins before we start the next transect.
Sure. Let us know when Which ones look good to you? We can stop.
Let's see.
Yeah, any of them are fine. And I don't know if we also would have time to take a core nearby one of the urchins, if that would be possible.
There's a bunch
This
right
is
up there,
good
close.
sentiment
But let
for
me
it.
know, lead
Yeah,
scientist.
so.
This little group. I think
Yeah.
me and Dan are
Yep,
gonna
that
have
little
to
group
Just
will
switch
be.
stop
seats.
the ship.
Bridge
Okay, cool.
nav.
Yep.
You can land there.
Hold position.
Look in your bubble cam. Take all your autos off. It's a good heading. There, you got your nose in the current. Then scooch a little closer so you can see them in your bubble cam.
Okay.
And we've got another
Right.
nice Christmas tree up in the corner as well.
Oh,
Try and keep
beautiful.
that heading into the current.
Right there.
Oh, looks good. Maybe a little closer.
Got a wrecked soul there in the background.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's beautiful there, Jake.
All right. Shut it down.
Gently, gently. Yeah. Then once the corner touches, just keep easing a little more verts in until you get somewhere around 50%. See if that'll hold it. Which it seems to. And click
Stick lock?
stick lock. Yeah, beautiful.
Okay.
Well done.
And Taylor Ann, do you have a specific number of these you would like to grab, or just?
Yeah, we could grab 2 here and then, yeah, potentially at another site later on, but yeah, 2 should be fine.
So do you want to try and grab them or pick them up with a suction sampler?
Whatever you think is the best method. I'm not too sure if the spines will make them get stuck in the slurp.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't? Okay.
No, we picked them up that way before. Just
I'm okay with the slurp then.
vacuum there a little. Put
sure.
some vacuum on them, and you want to zoom in on one while getting set up?
Is that method okay with everyone else? Does anyone else need slurps for?
It won't be a slurp, it'll just be picked up by slurp, if
Oh.
I'm understanding
Yeah.
correctly, right, Dan?
Correct. Yeah.
Porch LED on.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get a zoom on one before we pick it up?
Sure thing.
Pick one of the ones below you.
One of these.
Tilt down.
Sorry.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Bigger one. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's a little jumpy.
The goal with these is to look at them to see if they are ingesting microplastics.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And then I would like to take a sediment core too, if possible, so we can see what microplastics have deposited into the sediments. And then, you know, these detritivores are potentially feeding on that. So we want to have a comparison of what the animal actually has inside of its digestive tract and then what it was in its surroundings.
Nice. Well, while we're stopped, this would be the perfect time to get both the urchin and the sediment core.
Great.
All right, I think that I'm good with that zoom.
You'll have to show me that suction sampler. I can't function this drunken
Okay.
bubble camera.
Come on, Steve.
That's good. I got a twist here and
Steve, put on the bucket cam.
Let's go make sure we're on the flush jar there. I can
Yeah.
do it if you. I'll do that while if you center up that camera on the
Okay.
big dude there.
I'm gonna step out for a second. Be right back. Looks like we're hold position and we're all good.
Copy. Two, one. Ah, there's a sponge in the flush jar.
Hmm. Is that the one that got
We got our sponge back after all.
stuck?
Yeah, I think that's a piece of the yellow Staurocalyptus, actually. I have it on my notes here.
Is that?
So that's part of sample 46.
There's no media in that jar, so it's probably going to come out if I flush with it.
So there should be some of that sample in slurp jar number 1 as well.
Good check. Sample.
Roger. Looks like we got wrist creep again. You want to open the, where's the preset button on here? Right here?
Presets down there.
Oh, thank you.
Bottom right.
Huh? You want to rack back with the manipulator, or with, sorry, with the camera, which is, you can do it with that black button right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And then I'm going to open the front sample tray here. Nothing in there, I'm hoping. Oh, we should try sticky fingers on him.
Yeah, say we don't need to put it in the forward box. I feel like that'd be taking up a lot of space. Since they're so small, we can just put them in the starboard box B.
With the suction sampler, I'll have to.
Oh, you have to put it in the forward.
I can't get her. I might be able to get around there with sticky fingers.
No, whichever method. I just don't want to take up, like I said, unless the scientists, unless you don't mind the urchins mixing with other samples, then that's okay.
We'd have to set up sticky
Just
fingers
let me
pretty
know.
quick, but I can just grab the.
Oh, it's. I got an okay from the scientist that it's okay to double up samples with urchins.
Okay. Can you zoom in there, Steve, please?
Fine.
Coming in.
Thanks, Erica.
So that's our kind of method there to pick them up. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you got the page up. You want to open the porch? Don't worry about that bubble camera. Tool tray out. Good. I'll put him any harder to get to one. Okay. Suction off. Steve, you want to zoom in again for us? That's good. Okay, suction on again, about 40%. Okay, and off. It's the only way to get them without breaking their little spines.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have sticky fingers. Okay. 2 is good.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you show me that suction sampler bit? Just got to do a little housekeeping here.
I have that in our notes as sample 048.
Yes. Yeah, that is sample 048.
Really? I need that camera.
Oh.
Pan down a little bit. I can't see over your big touch screen. A little more. Thanks. Touch screen is too big for the front row.
Is that 048 tiller in?
That will
Yes.
make it easier to
You got
get
that
out
bit,
next time.
you got the other monitor up there.
All right, you want to, you can pick a urchin and zoom back in on one while I get a core sample out, get set up here.
Want to zoom back in on these, Steve?
Sure.
Alright, this one's on the move.
Have any of these core samples been taken?
So far, no, we have not taken any push cores.
That's negative?
Negative.
Roger.
Can we get a zoom in on the shell that was just to the right of the image?
Sure.
The big one or the small one? Both.
I think the big one.
Zoom, Steve?
Coming in.
Ah, sorry.
Full zoom.
Just gonna hit the sample salvo. Not sure what button it is. Balls are way easier to get with the intermeshing jaws. Difficult with the parallels.
Waiting to hear back from one of our scientists ashore who wanted the zoom on the shell, but he's on a little bit of a time delay.
See the shell and bubble?
It might be under that black ring on the bottom of the frame.
Yeah.
What's that?
The black ring around the bubble. It might be behind that shadow.
Yeah, well, there's two sea urchins there.
Think we can zoom back out?
Coming wide.
We ready for court?
Yep.
All right, I'll have to zoom
Yep.
out a bit more. Sure. Bring that camera to the left a little. There's some bioturbation out there. Are you all right doing it there or somewhere else? Or?
Anywhere is fine. These guys can move around a bit, but we could do it close by where we collected them from. That'd be
Okay.
fine. And this is sediment core number 1, correct?
What's that?
Is this push core number 1?
Yeah, Roger. Okay, here we go. Hard. There it goes. Just plunge through the clay layer. Is this for microplastics, is it?
Yes.
So that should be enough.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Try not to disturb the top layer for you. You happy with that?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, see if I can get it in the tube. Okay, just the one here?
Great. Yeah, that's it. And that was sample 049.
Thanks.
Should have had you zoom in on something while we were doing that. Okay. Get your
So I'd like
camera
to
squared
take a
up.
Niskin.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yep, because I think what we're going to do is start a transect right from here as soon as we get the ship and everyone moving again.
Can
And I
do.
would like to have a Niskin paired with a transect.
Okay, Jake, if you rack all the way back and then show me the Niskin racks.
Yep.
I gotta change cameras here, stand by. Looks like we've not fired any Niskins to date, is that correct?
Yes. That
Yep,
is
none have been fired yet.
not, yep, no fired.
Okay,
Niskin
Niskin number 1. No countdown today, Steve?
I was just about to say that.
Well, we don't have a, we're not moving.
Can still count down.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, Niskin.
I think it went.
I think it went in the background.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
It's way more fun with a countdown. Okay, Jake, you can center up your camera there and rack back out. I think, is that it for sampling here?
I believe so.
Yep.
You'll have to rack out with your little black toggle there. Yep, all the way forward. That'll do you. All right, come out of stick lock and let it float up. And
All right.
Jake, did you want me to zoom out more to check that alignment?
I think we're all right
Okay.
there.
Copy that.
I think it's okay.
Turn the porch light back off. Lights, porch lights off.
So we're going to be heading 030 for the duration of this transect.
030. Click your auto head in 030 if you want. Might as well look at that Christmas tree on the way out.
Yep.
Ready for me to call the ship move?
Sure.
Roger. Bridge nav. Step 100 meters 030, speed 0.3. Thank you.
According to the nav screen, you're going to want to come to the left of that to get in front of Argus.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Our pleasure.
We'll, if you haven't already, we'll mark this as the start. That's T4, is that right?
Yes, that is T4.
4.
T4B.
So once you have auto altitude in, you can't really use your joystick because every time you command it, it comes out of auto altitude and then it grabs a new set point. So it keeps going
Okay.
higher and higher and higher. So right now your goal is 2.9.
I was gonna say that's the only one that's not on the Joey box too, or whatever.
No, whenever the whatever auto is selected, when you deflect whatever joystick is associated with that auto, you have control of the vehicle. And as soon as you let go of the joystick, the auto function takes control again. So when you're just blipping it down like that, it's effectively turning auto altitude on and off, on and off, on and off.
Yeah. But there's no auto altitude on the
Yeah, it's
box,
the one that's labeled depth.
Oh, it's auto depth?
Yeah.
But it's different from this auto depth?
No, it's the same. So the way that works is whatever the last one you've selected on the graphical user interface screen is, on the touch screen.
Yeah.
That's the one that's associated with the button on the Joy box.
So only one button on the box, but two on the screen.
Clever software engineer way of getting around the...
Yeah.
It actually makes it way easier because we're usually always using one or the other. In this flat, that goal could be probably 1.8, 1.7, somewhere around there. That should get the front of the vehicle lower than 2 meters, hopefully.
Yep, just 2 meters. About.
You may have something in front of you to go over. That'll be fun. Some kind of rugose terrain.
We're just going to follow this contour for a while, are we, Rennie?
Roger that, yeah. It's just, we're along contour till the end of this transect, and then we'll go up slope.
Are we on transect?
We are.
You could hit the auto XY and step if you want. And hit step right away.
Step forward?
Yep. I just let go of it and it'll do its thing.
Nice skate there. Hey Tom, you get a skate on transect.
Now, if you move in auto XY, is it similar to auto altitude where it'll like come out of it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Tom says it's a long nose skate.
Except I'm not sure when you're in step if it overrides the step. It should cancel the step, but I'm not sure if it does. I forget. You have to try it and let me know.
Yeah, this target coming up.
Yeah, let's just keep an eye out if for any lines.
An interesting formation.
Hmm.
See what happens, but you may have to come out of auto XY. See what happens before you do
Okay.
anything. I watched the bubble camera in this case, and if I think it's gonna hit, I'll come up and just click out. And
Yeah.
Anyone see what that coral is right there?
What was that, Taylor?
It looked like there was a coral there on that rock. I was just seeing if anybody could catch that.
Probably just come up like
I can't
one
hear you
step,
so well.
right?
yep, that works too.
I didn't see the coral. I was talking in the science chat, unfortunately. I'll have to rewind later. Well, it looks like there might be some little ones just kind of down in the rocks. Like Julia
Yeah.
just went over one.
Hagfish seems pretty shallow.
Yep. Nice hagfish. Oh, and there's one of those stalked sponges. And another one of the yellow sponges we collected earlier. Yeah, of course we would get to a coral when we're on transect. Tom is already taking the blame on the science chat. That actually looks like a sponge and not a rock. Just completely dirt covered on the outside, just going off the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah, it looked like a sponge.
Looks like it's gonna level out, go
Yep.
back down.
Just a brief rocky interval. Give us a little break from the urchins and mud.
Bridge nav. Bridge nav. Yes, we'll add one more step, 100 meters, bearing 030. Thank you.
In these transects, the folks at Southwest count everything larger than 10 centimeters. So that's the reference point on the laser there. So they'll count some of these urchins and yield out. It has been interesting that we're not seeing more sea pens in all of this sediment. It seems like it would be good habitat for them, but
Yeah.
either it's not optimal or they're buried.
Yeah, these urchins are taking over.
It's a sign that there's something to eat down here.
Might have to pause him for just a second, right?
Yeah, I can slow to 0.2, see if that works. You
Yeah,
want?
we're at supposedly 0.3. Oh no, we're it's because we're going uphill.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So click, see where it says 0.2 there?
Here.
And click on the top one. Then hit clear, and then put 0.25. Just 0.25, that's right.
It's going up as 25.
Yeah. Let me see.
Decimal point won't come up. I'll try it.
There's skate in the upper left corner.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's going on there?
What if you do 0.25? Did that work?
I don't know. I guess. Nope.
Decimal point's upset with you.
Just hit clear a couple times, and then set 0.25. Decimal 25. Enter. And hit it, see what happens. Nope.
Nope.
Turn off auto XY. I don't know what you're doing there. Your decimal's not taken. See when I do it?
Yeah.
So I'm still maintaining here. You want to, I think you'll want to put in a move, right? Oh, there you go.
If you can cleverly hit your X on there. This guy. I don't, for some reason your decimal wasn't taking it.
That's strange.
Try it again.
Oh, he's got it in there. Oh, there. Works now. Right when.
Strange.
Do you want me to just keep going on as is, and we'll see if we catch up?
We're at 0.3 now, and that's tilted all the way down on.
Okay, I can slow to
Dangerously low Argus.
slow to 0.2 and see if that does it. Bridge nav. Slow speed to 0.2. If not, I'll have to stop it. See if we can keep our momentum going.
Yeah, sometimes 0.2 does nicely to get a year, 0.3 speed over ground, and sometimes it wants 0.25.
So this is in meters per second?
We think so. There's some number.
Yeah, it's a great debate.
I know.
Sometimes I'm very confident it's one thing, and then next time I'm very confident it's not.
Like the other auto functions, it kind of depends on some other variables, I think. The terrain, maybe the water depth, I don't know.
Lots of little fish around, even if there's no rocks.
Yeah.
I believe that speed's also, what do we say? That's right from the DVL, or is that from the USBL calculated?
I think it's from the DVL, that piloting, yeah. But we're unsure of the units being true or not, but oh no.
That red trend line is velocity?
The red line here?
Yeah, the pilot.
Yeah,
Grafana Pilot Pro.
that's vertical velocity overlaid on the depth graph.
Oh, vertical velocity.
So that's your change over 15 minutes on this particular graph. Yeah. I should change it to 5 minutes, which is more.
Could you get your, like,
no,
velocity?
No, we never did get that. We need to bug Ben about it. He had an epiphany there on the velocities, but.
Oh, there's a line.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Looks laid out. Don't see anything up.
Just go over nice and slowly.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, don't see anything.
Tom is saying that most of the little black fish we're seeing are midwater fish from the scattering layer, mostly myctophids, and they're intersecting with the seafloor at this depth. Myctophids are commonly known as lanternfish, and they have the bioluminescent spots, usually under their eyes and in different positions on their stomachs, to help them with counter shading. And they are a major part of the food chain for midwater communities.
I think I'll speed back up to 0.3.
Yeah, Roger.
Bridge nav. Increase speed to 0.3. Thank you.
A few more little bits of seaweed laying on the bottom as well.
That's 150 meters, so 50 more to go.
All right, thank you. And hey, fingers crossed, maybe we'll get into some more rocks.
Try and enter 0.2 there, Jake, see if it'll take it. I guess you don't have to hit the clear. Maybe that's where I was steering you wrong.
Seems like a weird bug though. Hit clear and you can't hit decimal.
There, try.
Okay.
That's an interesting dog leg on the ROV nav there.
Quite. That's our USBL doing its thing. Not real. UVL's been going straight.
It's funny they both did it.
Well, that's at least good, because that means
It's
that,
consistent.
yeah, that means it's something on the transceiver end. Yeah, not ideal. It's not what you want in a USBL.
I'm lagging on my top of the hour. Check here.
Got a debate in the science chat going about whether or not the Mactophid lanternfishes are the most numerous vertebrate on Earth, just because they're found globally in all oceans. And I looked it up, and according to Mbari, it's the bristlemouth, but that may be one of the members of the Mactophid family, but I'm trying to find out.
Heated debate. Everybody calm down. Bridge nav. Add one step,
Erica Burton has
50
chimed
meters,
in.
030. Thank you.
Erica Burton has chimed in that yes, it's the bristlemouth from the family Gonostomidae.
I'm gonna cycle the camera, KJ.
Yep.
Maybe.
And they are one of the families that has many,
Number
many
the
different
preset.
individual species of fish.
Why aren't the presets in order of how it's written on the sheet? That would make too much sense. Excuse me. That's the main comp there, right?
Main is.
No, that's the primary.
Oh, primary.
Wait, hold on. Okay, that's right. So
Yeah.
what preset's that?
It's 2. It kind of goes in order, and then 3 is.
3 is the craft. Okay, I can do that. 5, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
4.
And then you can either. I usually move it with the stick, but you can press. It does move over.
Oh, they do go in order.
Yeah.
And which one's res?
5, I think. Yeah.
I get it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Big one up there.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow. That is a
Eating something.
big crab.
We're actually just at the end of transect here, just about. You can probably watch this thing happen. Yeah.
Do we want to stop?
That's about
Here?
200
Okay.
meters right there. You want to take a look at this thing?
Yep. Yeah, it looks like there's like 3 or 4 crabs feeding on
Bridge
like,
nav.
fish, maybe?
Hold position. And that's 200 meters, about on the dot.
We've been timing these nicely with the
Yeah.
Christmas tree coral at 200 and now the crab dinner.
All is coming into something to see right as we end transect.
Right. Was that T4?
Yes, that was T4.
425. All right, what are they eating, Jake?
Looks like is it a rockfish?
Yeah, maybe.
Looks like a rockfish.
You get a little closer and
Yeah.
tilt down, you'll.
They're not sharing
The
very
big
well.
one's trying to
They're
run
fighting
off.
over it.
That little one has no chance.
So if you're good, Steve
Yeah,
can
you
do
Go for a
yeah.
zoom, Steve. Whatever.
do the laser zoom, Steve, where you still keep plenty of picture for him.
Man.
So leave your verts alone and just use your XY.
Even if I start to drift up?
Oh no, yeah, never mind. I thought you were still in auto.
No. Just an auto heading, which is kind of annoying.
3 against 1. Big one.
Amazing.
Little ones seem to be holding their own against that big growth tanner.
Yeah.
Are we okay to lose the lasers for a second?
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks.
If you take your auto heading off, it won't bounce back and forth like that.
Is that full
I'm
zoom?
wondering if they-
Negative. Not full zoom.
I could
You set her down there. That'd probably be a good.
Okay.
Gently set it down, and then you can, once part of the vehicle touches, you can use your laterals as opposed to your heading.
I'm trying to crush that guy.
Remember, we're zoomed, so. Oh, I see. I see your brow.
Just keep easing forward on that vert instead of blipping the
Okay.
gentle, constant command.
Tom says it has a rockfish tail, so it does appear to have started life as a rockfish.
It's counterintuitive, but if you gently lateral left now, it'll bring the front of the sub. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that's good.
That large
Then
crab
give
is
a
not
bit more
having
vert.
it.
Dan, can you kill the lasers?
Sure.
Thanks.
So, yeah, sure. I'd keep it manual, but
Okay.
so that instead of changing your heading, which radically, if you're touching with part of the vehicle, then if you lateral, for example, like you did to the left, that basically pivots the vehicle around
So
like that.
heading
And
doesn't bounce back and forth.
instead of doing that,
Yeah.
yeah, if you change your heading when you zoomed in, it'll just disappear out of the
Okay.
camera. So,
Yep.
beautiful job, by the way. Nicely done.
Oh, he's going in. Oh,
Oh.
Very bold.
get out of here.
Oh.
The big one, let's go just long enough to. Tom says there's unfortunately not enough pigment left to identify what species of rockfish that was, but it definitely has dorsal spines like a rockfish as well.
I think the pigment's the least of its problem.
How many mouth parts does a crab have? It's got a lot of little layers of manipulators there.
Yeah.
An ROV pilot's dream.
Did you stop? You did stop him up, right?
Yep, ship is held.
Sorry.
They usually have 3 mouth parts: mandibles, maxilla, and maxilla.
Thanks, Jake.
Ugh.
It's full zoom.
Thomas commenting in the science chat that nothing goes to waste in the deep sea, and that is definitely true.
Yeah.
Every part of this fish will be gone in probably just a few days, the way the crabs are working at it.
Yeah.
A tail fin can't be very appetizing. So.
Yeah.
I think the big crab is regretting having grabbed that end despite its convenient handle and not the other end, which
Yeah.
had more meat on it.
Right.
But if it lets go now, it's going to lose it to the other tree.
Ugh, creepy. They left this out of the Little Mermaid montage. Well, let us know when you want to head on.
I'll go watch this for days.
Yeah.
I'm good, so we can pick up and keep moving along.
Hey, all, Lizzie's back.
Come on, Steve.
Hey, Lizzie.
We were prepping for the Next on Nautilus live event on Monday for the Channel Islands, and we all stopped because we could see behind Samantha all of the crabs eating this fish.
Nice.
We've gotten really great sights. Every time we stop a transect, we've been like perfectly in line to see a Christmas tree coral or
I've been pretty lucky there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That won't happen forever, so we'll take it while we can get it.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, the next bearing will be 338.
338.
See if you can do a pirouette around them, Jake. All autos off. Come pirouette around the 338.
While you're doing that, I'm going to do a quick DVL reset. There we go.
Nice and slow.